You know, Mike threw a great game. Trent had a big hit for us. CMU and Coach Hank's team is really good, and it was a really good baseball game. It was one of those games that's just a lot of fun to coach and to be a part of, and to watch both teams just go out and compete and that. So it was a good game. No, I mean, Mike's a senior, and you know, we've had a great group of seniors just kind of lead us through, and none of us could take the baseball away from him. I mean, to be honest with you, if it had been a 2-hour rain delay, we'd have ran him back out there. I mean, that's where we're at. Mike's done a great job for us all year. He's thrown against CMU a few times and done a really good job, and you know, he was ultimately the guy we wanted on the mound for this game.
That kind of stick with him?
Yeah, it was Mike's game through that 7th inning. We talked about it a couple hitters before, but he had done a great job. Mitch Gibbons came up with a big catch, you know, with his at bat, and then did it again for us with another big catch. But yeah, that was Mike's inning. He was going to finish it, and worst case scenario, they might have scored a run, and then we'd have ran Ryan out there after that.
It's got to be a nice weapon to have in the bullpen too. He's kind of an old school closer.
Yeah.
Come in and throw multiple innings.
Yes, he's done a good job for us all year. Just really bridged the gap. He's been a 1-inning guy for us, and he's been a 7-inning guy for us, and that's ultimately why his record's where it's at. And you know, it was, you know, a lot of this kind of builds off of yesterday's game too. You know, Chris throwing the complete game, knowing then walking into today that we had the full bullpen, and then Mike gives us 7 strong innings, and you know, 2 innings from Ryan today is, you know, that's a piece of cake for him. So.
Trent, how is it aggressive and
That's one of our biggest things we pride ourselves on, is we need to come out and score before them to make sure that we can go ahead and run with what we got. It's a big thing to get ahead of them, because you know, we can give Mike more confidence to pitch with. It's going to fuel him, it's going to fuel the other guys behind him, and it's a big thing to get a run on that good of a team before.
way you could slide back on that?
Yeah, it definitely, when Mike got the pick off there, it kind of changed a little bit of what we were thinking too, you know, even from the offensive side of it, just knowing that the footing wasn't the best out there. And so, yeah, it kind of changed everything. I mean, you knew coming into the day that it was going to be a battle and a grinded out type of game, and that's exactly what it was.
Mike, for you, that 2nd inning would not just minimize it to 0 as well.
I mean, that inning was huge for us, but you know, the mindset didn't really change. All I was trying to do was pound the zone and keep throwing strikes, and that's really all you can do on the mound. You can't try to do too much, because once you try to do too much, you start having trouble. But yeah, the bunt threw me, because I thought it was going to bounce foul, but it just stayed right on the line, and I wasn't ready for it. And you know, we had to keep going, and I just was fortunate enough to get out of the inning with 3 strikeouts.
What is it about your approach to this lineup too? I think you're one of the very few pitchers that have had this much success.
Well, I've been throwing to Daryl for 4 years now, so I mean, me and him are always on the same page. It's rare that I ever disagree with him, so we do a good job of mixing it up, and we just try to keep hitters off balance and make sure that we can do the best job that we can to make sure they don't see the same pitches more than once, and so they don't ever get too comfortable in the box.
Coach, is it kind of a game plan early, knowing that Reno is a guy that's not always you jump on that first pitch fastball?
Yeah, that's kind of our approach anyways. We tell our guys if we get that first pitch, we want to go hit it. But with Reno, very, very good pitcher, and he definitely can keep you off balance. And, you know, last 2 times we faced him, we've done a pretty good job of jumping on his fastball and ultimately not expanding the zone and chasing baseballs that are outside of the zone. And so it's kind of who we are, you know, from the beginning. You know, you can ask Trent, we talk about it all the time, if you get that first pitch fastball, go hit it. And, you know, and it kind of keeps you in the plus and on the plus count, and kind of allows you to be the aggressive one, because you don't want to fall behind on a guy like Reno, because he'll cut you up with his off-speed stuff.
I don't know if you guys noticed, but first half inning, we're going to do something special here tonight as well.
Yeah, I mean, now that you say it, it definitely might be. I mean, the ballpark definitely changed with the weather. You know, early on, the wind was blowing out, ball was carrying. And then it kind of, you know, wind shifted, started blowing in. then the rain hit, and then the wind died, but baseballs didn't go anywhere. You know, we had a couple balls that I thought we squared up pretty well that didn't go anywhere, and they had a couple too along the way that they squared up, and they just didn't quite carry like they normally do. So the weather and everything definitely changed the way the game and the ball and the park was playing today.
Go to the championship game tomorrow. It's got to be nice being in this. Probably thinking it's all hands on deck come tomorrow.
Yeah, it will be. I mean, we'll put everybody in the pen and we'll go attack it. I mean, you want to go win the first game. You know, whoever wins the game tonight, we're going to be playing a good ball club, top 25 team. You know, so yeah, we're gonna go try and win it. I mean, that's all we can do, and that's all whoever wins tonight's gonna try and do too. You know, so it's gonna be fun.